So I thought it could be a good idea to do a recap video on finding my breast cancer lump, how I found it and what those initial stages were like. I think it's really important to continue to raise awareness because early detection really does save lives. And I am so lucky, I feel emotional already. I am very lucky that I found it as early as I did, and I get emotional when I think about how different it could have been, especially with my age. Breast cancer when you're under 40, when you're a little bit younger, is very aggressive, and it usually goes undetected because naturally the consensus has been, and the information out there has been, you don't tend to get it as young. Obviously we know that's not the case and the numbers are rising, so it's important to detect it early and get it resolved as quickly as we can. It's the early detection that will save your life, like it saved mine. So in about early March, I think it was March time, this year, 2025, I was stretching in my bed, in my spare room, like not stretching as in doing exercise stretches, as in I literally went like this, and I was like, oh, and I was like, oh, that feels a bit weird, and I was like, oh, there's a lump there. And honestly, when I say that, I believe hand on heart that if it wasn't for awareness that was raised earlier on, a couple of months before, or about the year before, through my gym, I don't think that I would have gone and got it checked as quickly as I did. So this is again why I am going to be so big on pushing, checking your breasts, getting to know your own body and advocating for yourself, because you know your body, you know changes, and if you're ever in doubt, go and get it checked. So essentially what happened was I didn't actually even attend this session, in which there was a girl called Katie who sadly passed away from breast cancer a couple of weeks after she did this session at my gym. But she raised awareness. I didn't even attend the session, but because it was spoken about in my gym group, it was sort of in the back of my mind. It was like, it does happen, like it can happen when you're younger. So I believe, hand on heart, Katie spreading awareness helped me go and get it checked as quickly as I did, because as soon as I felt that, I was like, oh, it's a bit weird, and I was like, best get it checked. But I think genuinely, especially because it wasn't painful and I didn't know the symptoms at the time, I think I would have just thought, oh, see how that goes. But I did go and get it checked straight away. So what happened was I rang the GP pretty much the day after, and spoke with someone on the phone. I think it was sort of like a receptionist, and maybe when you mention like a lump in your breast, it must be probed to ask certain questions. So they were asking whether I had any discharge, any pain, things like that. And basically the answers I gave, they weren't concerned, and they were like, yeah, we'll book you in, but sort of no rush. So I think I got an appointment about a week later.